Do be aware and deliberate in your communications. Work emails don't have to be solemn all of the time, but you should keep a professional demeanor so that others perceive you as the knowledgeable expert that you are. If in doubt, communicate properly in your office emails, no matter how relaxed your supervisors appear. You'll have a better sense of what is considered proper at your workplace after some time on the job. 7. Don't argue with your supervisor or manager. This piece of advice should probably go without saying, but it's nonetheless crucial. Even if the age gap between you and your supervisor is small, you should never speak back to them. Always respect your supervisor and refrain from being sarcastic or glib. This isn't to imply that you can't disagree with them on certain areas of the job, a project, or the company's strategy. If you have any thoughts or concerns, you should always feel free to express them. But how you go about it counts. Hopefully, you will have the opportunity to advance your career at some point. You'll want your boss on your side to assist you in getting there. 8. Remember that you're still at work when you go to work social events. Company outings are a fantastic way to mingle with your coworkers and learn more about them outside of their 9-to-5 personalities. But it's vital to remember that, while you should be yourself, you're still in a workplace with coworkers with whom you'll be working tomorrow. If alcohol is being served, be especially careful not to overdo it. The next day, everyone will know why you called in sick. 9. Don't be afraid to take risks, but don't go too far. You'll often find yourself treading a tight line in the office when it comes to how you present yourself. You want to appear respectable, but not stuffy. You want to appear confident, but not arrogant. You want to convey your thoughts, but they must be G-rated. It will take some trial and error on your part to master the balance, but it is an important one to master. 10. Remember to bring an umbrella. This may seem silly, but it's critical to be prepared for all of life's annoyances, including those at work. It's not fun to sit in wet clothes all day. It's not fun to walk around with a coffee-stained shirt because your coffee top popped off. It's not fun to talk to someone with spinach stuck between your teeth from lunch. It's a good idea to keep an umbrella, extra pair of shoes, tooth floss, and even a change of clothing in your desk or trunk in case of an emergency. Workplace etiquette, things that you should do. 1. Get there early. New employees are frequently offered the following advice: you should arrive at work before your employer and stay until he or she leaves. In a world where tardiness is typical, you will be remembered for answering the phone at 8:01 a.m. Especially in major cities, where traffic can cause all kinds of headaches. If you constantly arrive 15 minutes after everyone else, you will be recognized as well, just not in the way you desire. 2. Make an effort to network with people outside of your office. Of course, you must do your assignment on schedule and to a high standard. But it's also crucial to remember that one of the benefits of working for a firm you like is meeting other individuals who share your interests and can offer advice based on their own experiences. That's why, especially when you're just starting out, it's critical to take advantage of networking possibilities. Getting coffee or lunch with your employees, going to happy hour or other corporate events, and simply being available can go a long way. 3. Always be willing to assist a coworker. If a coworker approaches you for assistance with an assignment, you should normally say yes, as long as you believe you can help them while still meeting your own deadlines. This is your chance to shine and demonstrate your own knowledge and abilities. It's also an opportunity to make new acquaintances and enlist their help in the future. You never know when it will come in handy. 4. Bring in some treats. Who doesn't enjoy eating? Baking cookies, brownies, or other treats for your coworkers if you have spare time one night may be a kind gesture. Especially if you're celebrating a great win or going through a hard moment. If you do decide to bring in goodies, make sure you know ahead of time if any of your employees have allergies or dietary limitations, such as gluten intolerance. Bringing something in that everyone can enjoy will only add to the significance of the gesture. 5. Make sure you have a personal email address. It's not unusual to have to connect with employees after hours or on weekends. While many companies allow employees to access business email from home, others do not. It's critical to have a professional email account in these situations in case you need to send an email to a coworker or your supervisor. FoxyChick123 will not have the same impact as first name, last name. 6. Seize the opportunity to complete a new assignment. It's reasonable to be apprehensive if your boss, superior, or coworkers ask you to work on a task you've never done before. But that's no excuse to say no to the job. Accepting new tasks broadens your skill set and may lead to intriguing future chances. They probably chose you because they believe in your ability. Simply ask questions, seek guidance, and double-check that you're on the right road before getting too caught up in the task. 7. Be adaptable. You may be asked to participate in a project or initiative that requires you to be adaptable at times. You may be required to work longer or shorter hours than normal. You may be required to perform activities or tasks that you do not necessarily wish to perform or for which you were not employed. You might be requested to work a holiday at some point, either to cover someone else's shift or to see a project through to completion. While working a holiday, weekend, or doing someone else's job is never fun, being willing to roll with the punches shows that you appreciate the company and your career, which will only benefit you in the long term. 8. Dress professionally for the office. What defines appropriate will vary depending on your company's culture. However, dressing to impress is always a smart idea, particularly when you're starting a new job. Even if your workplace doesn't have a strict dress code, keep crop tops, flip-flops, and see-through shirts for the weekend. No one will take you seriously if you don't. 9. Double-check that your earbuds are firmly connected to your computer. Have you ever made the mistake of listening to music or watching a video on your laptop while out in public, only to discover that your headphones were not plugged in and that everyone could hear you? What an embarrassment. Take it from me, at work, it's much more embarrassing. Your employees aren't interested in hearing lyrics from your 2 Chainz Pandora station. 10. Keep an open mind. You should try to keep an open mind whether you take on new tasks, form new relationships, or advance in your profession. Nothing is certain, so being adaptable and willing to adjust will only benefit you in the long term. Finally, 11. Make an effort to smile. Having a positive attitude about your employment will have a big impact on your job performance. At work, being cheerful, friendly, and approachable can help you advance your career. Never underestimate the impact of a simple grin. It's quite acceptable to make mistakes. It's natural to be scared while starting your first job after graduating or changing careers to an entirely other firm or field. It's also crucial to realize that mistakes are inevitable. No one is flawless. Your coworkers will notice if you are continually growing and learning from your mistakes, as well as making an attempt to avoid making the same mistake in the future. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Thank you.